Black women. I was over at this channel called Shawn James, some gap-toothed, blockhead, Frankenstein, short dick-looking motherfucker. And he was talking shit about Serena Williams and black women, talking about how we deify white men and worship and idolize them. And I kept thinking to myself as I was looking at this blockhead, this jackass that was just trying to sound like some intellectual motherfucker, some expert on, you know, what goes on in the minds of black women. And he kept saying that black women were deifying white men, that we worship mixed race children, and, you know, all this yap. And he was talking about Serena, and the comments in the section were saying that basically, you know, her husband was using her for her money, and she shouldn't have married him. And, you know, here's the one thing that I was thinking. What was Serena Williams supposed to do? Who was she supposed to marry? That's the million-dollar question. You know, black men get on her case about who she married and how much less money he has versus her net worth, which I think is over $100 million. And I'm thinking to myself, look, the woman wanted to get married. She wanted to have a family. She wanted to have children. She wanted to share her life with someone. She wanted to grow old with someone. And as far as I know, there were no black men that were anywhere near being prospects or suitors. Nobody black and male was putting a ring on her finger. So who was she supposed to marry? Was she supposed to just grow old and die alone? Of course. Black men would love that. Was she supposed to get into a situational lesbian relationship and maybe get some sort of intravenous type surgery, you know, to get pregnant that way? Artificial insemination, that's what I meant to say. I mean, what was she supposed to do? What are black women supposed to do? You know, Shawn James was, you know, he was just talking a lot of shit about her and about black women. And the comments, the black men on the channel, they were like, you know, she never should have married that guy. You know, she only married him because she wanted a mixed race child, and she didn't, you know, she could have married a black man. No black man wanted her. No black man was putting a ring on her finger. What was she supposed to do? You know, when I ask black men that question, who was she supposed to marry? I either get crickets or I get, I don't know. So who is she supposed to marry? What are black women supposed to do? You know, black men have made it perfectly clear, as I stated before, they have moved on and they want nothing, absolutely nothing at all to do with black women. Okay, fine. So we get our passports and we move on. We date out and we move on and we build a family and we go on about our business. And all this is because Serena Williams was, you know, overly emotional. But you know something? Look, there have been many athletes, male and female, that have shown an unsavory display during playing a game, a sport. But Serena Williams does, and everybody calls her a monkey and an ape and a gorilla and a tranny. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then they put pressure on her husband. Why didn't her husband speak up for her sooner? You don't know what goes on in these people's marriages. Maybe she didn't want her husband to speak up. This man has a company, Reddit. Okay, maybe she was looking out for her husband. Maybe Serena Williams is the type of woman that likes to speak for herself. I don't know. But I'm just thinking to myself, it's unbelievable. The amount of hatred and loathing and disgust and animosity that so many black men are putting on Serena Williams just because she had a bad day. We're all allowed to have a bad day. Everybody is allowed to have a bad day. I saw the game. I watched it again. She was very frustrated. There's nothing wrong with being frustrated. Not everybody handles stress in the same manner. Everybody handles stress and tension and anxiety in their own individual way. Okay, so she threw her racket down. So what? It's not the end of the fucking world. So she had the courage to address the referee. It's not the end of the fucking world. It's amazing. I feel bad for her because she's one of the greatest athletes we've ever had. You've never really heard anything bad about her. All the woman ever wanted to do was play the game and be respected. And, it's unbelievable. I mean, calling her tranny. And you know what? Let me just say something right now. I don't know if she's a tranny or not. I don't know if that kid was, people are saying that her daughter was adopted. But you know what my response is? So what? So what? Hypothetically speaking, what if she is a tranny? So what? What are you black men going to do about it? Why does it matter? It's unbelievable. This woman has been photographed in bikinis. No homo, but I've never seen a bulge between Serena Williams' legs. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. The way black women are treated in this country is absolutely atrocious. It's appalling. It's disgusting. It's unforgivable. We're always expected to have a straitjacket on us, an emotional straitjacket. Always smiling, always sweet, always nice, always, happy, chirpy. Nobody can be happy all the fucking time. All human beings have good days and bad days. Happens to everybody. Women, men, black, white, atheist, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist. Doesn't matter. I mean, this is just absolutely horrible the way that people are talking about her. Mostly black men, just calling her all kinds of names. And talking bad about her husband. Unbelievable. So who was Serena Williams supposed to marry? If your own race of men do not want you, and you want to get married and have children, what the fuck are you supposed to do? I asked that question to black men, and as I stated before, I either get crickets or I get, I don't know. So Serena Williams went where she was wanted. Serena Williams married a man that wanted her, and she wanted him. She found love where she could find it. So what? I mean, it's just unbelievable, the verbal brutality that this woman has to endure. And I feel bad for her husband because he's never said anything bad about black men. He's never said anything bad about anybody, as far as I know. The man seems humble, he seems polite, and he seems like he genuinely cares about his daughter and his wife, Serena Williams. And yet black men attack this man. What has her husband ever done to any black man, to anybody? I mean, come on. These people are living their life, and black men are making fun of both of them. It's horrible. It's wrong. Who is she supposed to marry? No black man wanted her. Who was she supposed to marry? What was she supposed to do? Just die alone? Black women, look. Oh my God, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it and saying it. Get your passports. Go overseas. There's plenty of men out there. Over 3 billion men. How many black women are in this country? In the United States, about what, 24 million? And out of that 24 million, you may have about, what, 5, 6 million that are married? And the rest are single? And you get about, what, 3.1 billion men on this planet? You take away all the ones that are married, old, terminally ill, gay. You still have several 100 million men to choose from. Get the fuck out of here. You know, a lot of these black guys are just, they're hateful. They're bigoted, they're prejudiced, they're racist, they're colorists, featurists. And it's disgusting. It's wrong. So any black man that's looking at this particular video, I ask the question, who was Serena Williams supposed to marry if no black man wanted her? I'm out.